Hello, this is Maria. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm not cooking. I'm actually going to go over some essential kitchen utensils that I have found help me function around the kitchen. And this is a collection of things over the years, and I just want to give you some ideas of what you might need cooking. So I'm going to start to my left, and the first thing I have here that will be very helpful when you're cooking is a one measuring cup that measures 1 cup or less. So I have that, and then I have this other one. This is 2 cups, and this one is designed different, and it works for me. This will hold at least 2 cups. So if you need something bigger, this one works perfect. I don't know if you can see the inside of that, but yeah, I like this one. This one works pretty good for what I need. And then I have the 4 cup. And I use this one when I make soups, because more than not, I use at least 4 to 5 cups. So this is great for that. And I also, if I'm gonna make 6 or more eggs, I like to use this size cup, which is 4 cups. And then I have my measuring spoons, and this one actually has an eighth of a teaspoon, and I like that because a lot of times I don't want to put a lot of spices into something. I just want to put a little dash, so that's why I like this set that has the 1/8 teaspoon in here. And I also have my measuring cups, but most of the time I'll use these for baking. And if I'm cooking, then most of the time I'll use the 1 cup or a 1/2 cup. So the next thing I have is a regular spoon, so you can really dig in your pot and scrape everything off the sides. This is a silicone one, so if you have pans that you need, if they're not like stainless steel and you'll scratch your pan, then this is good to use. And then I have a slotted spoon. Slotted spoon is good if I'm making beans and I don't want a lot of the water that I cooked the beans in. Then I'll use a slotted spoon to get mostly the beans out and not so much of the water. And then I like to use this silicone brush. I use this for baking. If I'm going to generously coat a cake pan, then I will go into my Crisco or my oil, and I'll go all the way around the edges and all through the middle, and it works very, very well. I also use this for buttering the pan. And yes, I really like this silicone brush. And of course you will need a potato peeler. If you're very good with using a knife and can peel, then that's great. I'm not very good at that. Most of the potato comes off when I peel. So I use this so that I can just get the peel and less of the potato. And then I have a cookie scooper, and I use this for when I'm baking cookies so that they all come out the same size. If I'm doing meatballs, this works too. And yeah, anything that you want to be perfectly round. So that way I don't have any dough left over. So then this works. Because then everything comes out the same size, everything's uniform. I do have a bigger one, but this is the one that I use most of the time. And then I have a silicone spatula. I like to use this for eggs. This works very, very well for eggs. I feel like this one right here is too big. So this is my favorite spatula to use for scrambling eggs. And then I also use this if I'm making crepes. I also love this size spatula for that. I just go around the edges and then very easily pick it up and flip. You can also use if you're making mini pancakes. This works really good for mini pancakes. And next one I have here is a regular size spatula. You can use this for, it's silicone also. You can use it for your big pancakes or anything else that you want to flip over. Maybe you're doing a great big pan of eggs. This would work better for flipping over your eggs or omelets. This will work great. And of course you're going to need a can opener. I recently got this one and seems like I'm always opening up cans. This one has where you can open up a bottle right here. And then I recently got this silicone spoon, and I actually bought it for my blender. When I make my smoothies, I like not to waste any of the smoothie. I like to get everything out. So this is, I don't know how many inches this is, but probably more than 12. So I like to use this to really get in there and scrape all of the goodness out. So that's what I use that for. And I have 2 wooden spoons. I have a big one and I have a smaller one. And this one I use if I'm maybe doing more than a pound of hamburger meat or any other type of meat that's ground. This probably work better to really get in there and chop everything up. And this one, if I'm just cooking something small and I don't want to bring out my big spoon, then I'll bring out this one. So I have a couple of wooden spoons. I like to work with wooden spoons. And then I have maybe about 3 or 4 of these silicone spoons. This is really great for getting into jars or getting into cans of like tomato sauce or tomato paste. This works really good to just really dig in there and get as much out as you can. So those work pretty good. And then I have 2 spatulas. I have a large one and a small one. And this I use mostly for baking. I don't really use it a lot for cooking. You could use this for eggs. If you wanted to get around the edges with this, you could do that. And then this one would work probably like the spoon if you want to get into a jar, a small jar, or some type of a container, sour cream. That would be really good for sour cream. So those are my spatulas. And then I have my utensil spinning container with some more utensils. So I bought this not too long ago and wasn't really sure what I thought about it. I did use it for breaking up, I think it was chorizo. I was trying to break up some chorizo with this. I think that the more meat you have, this will probably work better. So if you have like maybe 3 to 4 pounds of meat, I think you could really get in there and break up the meat really well. But yeah, it didn't work for me for like a half a pound or even a pound. But yeah, I don't usually cook 3 to 4 pounds of hamburger meat, but if I did, I would use this. So that's that. I'm not really sure what the name of it is. It looks like a pinwheel to me. You can see that. And then, of course, you'll need masher. I use this a lot for beans. Basically, I think that's all I use it for, is when I'm mashing beans. Oh, and mashed potatoes. It's good to have a nice masher for mashed potatoes or beans. And then I have, I think it's called a mallet, but I'm not sure. But what I do with this is, we don't eat a lot of steak, but if I did use a lot of steak, then I would use this side to puncture it. Tenderizing mallet, I guess. And then this side I will use for thinning out chicken breasts, because if you look at chicken breasts, they're kind of meaty on one side, and then it's like it slopes down and it gets thinner and thinner. So I want to get, when I cook it, I want it to cook evenly. So then I will go in there with this mallet and use this side and pound down the side that needs to be thinned out so that it's all uniform. So that's what I use this for. And then I have my ladle, my heavy duty ladle. I use this for soups. So this works pretty good for that. And then I have my different whisks. I have 3 different whisks. I have a small, medium, and large. And this is mostly for baking, batters, incorporating all of the ingredients into a batter. And then this one I use when I'm making enchilada sauce. This one works very well for that. And this little one I hardly ever use, but I'm sure I'll find a use for it. And so those are my whisks that I use. And let me see. Oh, then I have my tongs, silicone tongs. This is really good for spaghetti. Anything else you don't want to touch on a hot pan or a skillet or a griddle. This works really good for that. And I'm trying to think what else I use it. That's about it. That's all I use that for. And then I bought a pan, egg pan, and that was for Christmas, and so this spatula came with it. And I tried using it for eggs, and it really didn't, I think it was too big for the pan, so it didn't work very well. So then I just switched it out and I went back to this one, and it worked perfect. So I'm just giving you an idea of essential kitchen utensils that you could use to help you function around your kitchen. The last thing I want to share with you is the strainer, and this is good if you're frying potatoes or anything else fried. Maybe you're making donuts, French fries, regular potatoes. Yeah, so this works pretty good. You just go in there and scoop it all up, drain your grease, and pour your food onto a plate with a paper towel. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for being with me, and I hope that you're having a great day, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.